and sorority. Colgate dormitories sometimes have a room with beds and desks for 2 people, and then there are shared common rooms and bathrooms and toilets down the hall, and a kitchen. I'm sure you're familiar with this model. I seem to remember something very like this when I briefly lived at MGU. At Colgate, there are also dormitories in the shape of very large houses where there are as many as 8 bedrooms, and then a big common space where people can cook and eat and watch TV and chat and party and so on. So at Colgate, like other residential campuses, most students live in the university buildings. In their 4th year, a very few of them decide to rent apartments in the nearby village, but not very many. Because these are residential campuses, most, if not all, of the students are between the ages of 17 and 23. The only people who are not tend to be students who arrived at Colgate when they were 18, abandoned their studies, and now want to come back. So when we talk about a residential campus, we're talking about a group of people who are all the same age, and they live quite close to one another. So I also need to explain to you about fraternities and sororities, perhaps. Men get together in fraternities, women in sororities. These are clubs for living together. Students ask to be admitted to these clubs, and they are admitted or not by a vote of the members. The candidates are interviewed, they join social events. Part of their admission also includes hazing. I'm not sure that this is a familiar word. The word that comes up in a dictionary is dziadovщина, which is not a good translation. So candidates are asked to do silly but sometimes dangerous things in order to prove their enthusiasm for joining. That's what hazing is. Okay, so once admitted, members of a fraternity or a sorority live together in one house and become very close to one another. They often arrange lectures or try to do positive things for the communities where they live. Fraternities and sororities are also national organizations that exist on campus